What's going on, guys? You got Professor O coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass. I'm around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today, I want to talk about my love is a privilege, not a right. Now, I can expound so far on this, so much from my personal experience. Exactly, the title even explains itself in its entirety. I'm here to kind of break it down, the entirety in the segment section. Well, you get the gist. This is what I do, right? Come on, I'm sexy. Can you dig it? Yeah, I think you can. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. I got the handy dandy notebook out of the center spot. Don't make it hot, right? Who writes the script? I do. Don't hate, motivate. Can you dig it? Yeah, I think you can. I love it, man. A lot. Script has been such an easy way of writing. I don't even know why we lost that art of script. If I were you, whoever is watching this, and you do watch it, please write in script. Learn how to do it. It makes it so much easier. But then to make it more readable to everybody else, well, that's a challenge in itself. I digress. Whatever, we're moving on. Oh yes. Understand that you're in my energy by my consent, and it's a privilege to experience me. Now, that's exactly as it sounds. You got people in there, and I need you're gonna realize this. You got people that's gonna be in your life that feel like they have a right to be there. And they're not even doing you any justice, any positivity, no nature. And you could just do good for these people. You know what I mean? You always do good, think good, do everything well for them, and they just don't do you right at all. And they still feel a right to be in your energy when they're not even doing the right thing. Folks, let me tell you, cut them off with a thunder. Literally, they don't deserve to be there. And you're only doing yourself harm by even keeping them there. They don't know what to do with good stuff and righteousness, so cut them off. Let them learn on their own. Love them from a distance. It doesn't have to be love lost, but it doesn't have to be immediate love to the point where you're harming yourself. And it's just trust me. Give them a good old katana. Later. Much. Can you dig it? Yeah, I think you can. But definitely, my love is a privilege. It's definitely not a right. And the only right that is even going to be anyone to experience my love unapologetically at all times will be God. Period. And we'll leave it at that. Well, I'm gonna show the vid on this one. You're gonna see it right here.
You don't like it? Kiss my ass, you don't like it.
You dig? Yeah, don't confuse my love with unconditional tolerance. Don't confuse my unconditional love with unconditional tolerance. Just because I love you and I appreciate you and I am here to help. You give me a call, I'll be on my way if it's in my due time. Man. If it's in arm reach and I'm in my power to do so, I will help. I will help heal. I will give. I love you. But don't ever get it twisted for a second to think that my unconditional love is equal to unconditional tolerance. Because at some point in time, that tolerance will be enabling you to do things that can tarnish the unconditional love that I'm trying to give you. And when I say try to give you, is that remember, if it's harming me, now that's a condition. Because I'm undergoing the condition. You got to realize you can't, it doesn't equal out. You becoming a user, and then that using will be enabling you of the defect that you already have in you. You gotta learn. And then you'll start appreciating unconditional love. Remember, God's unconditional love for us is totally different from us even trying to mimic it. But it's our job and duty to try and mimic it as much as possible, and it will later become it. But in the meantime, in between time, while I'm mimicking God's unconditional love so I can be able to help mirror it, and then I can have further understanding of it, it's all about a learning experience. I can't equate unconditional tolerance as well. Even God doesn't even condone that. That's why I said a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You can't love God and love money. You can't love God and love hate. It doesn't equal out. If you're gonna be to your own detriment. Same process with me. I digress. Now, and this is something I need you to really understand. Like, why will I enable your foolish behavior? when we're all about respect and prosperity, when you're literally maybe all about dirt and animosity. Those things does not equate or equal out to the point of us even wanting to be beneficial in any regard, in any type of sense of the way. So with that being said, it just has to grow. It has to grow. And if it doesn't grow and we don't grow in the like-mindedness, I don't know what to say. It just happens. It is what it is and then goodbye. What I can say, God is good. All the time. I digress. I love me. Period. Don't pour your insecurities on me because you don't want to address them yourself. Like literally, again, all of my videos is all about inner work. And part of the inner work is when that light turns on. Again, I'm going to say it as I've said it so many of times. When the light turns on, it's not the eureka, the aha. Is that you see the dirt for what's within. And it's up to your choice to pick up that dustpan and broom and be able to start cleaning up and sweeping up. So now you can start refining the traits you already have to clean out some dirty ones that you don't already have. To clean out the dirty ones and the ones you don't use or the ones you've been using. It has been giving you the benefits that you want and need. Take that out, add in more new stuff, and then you're good as gold, baby. Can you dig it? I think you can. Now, you realize that in a lot of time, you'll see people will be like, yo, you acting different. And people even say I'm acting different. I'm sure we're around town. I'm acting different. I'm acting like this. I'm acting like that. If the date can change, why can't I? I can't grow. I can't learn. I can't be official. Even more official than what I already am. Why you hating? Why you not motivating? Why you not participating in my growth? Why you want to participate in my downfall? You a hater? Talk about it. I digress, man. You sound like a sucker. I want to grow. I can't grow? You bugging out. You want to stay the same? All right, fine, you do that. You want to be X amount of years old and still lollygagging? Rock out. But at the same time, I want to grow. I can't grow? I can't be sexier? Come on, man. Save that for the knock-knock jokes. And this is another thing. You're going to run into people, because they'll be jealous of it. There's literally people out there that rather act like they're healed instead of actually doing the healing. And I need you to realize this is a lot of people that do that because they may want goals to look like they can be achieved or their doors to be open for them, to be around certain people because they want, you know what I mean? But I need you to realize, with this being said and with this being involved, these individuals, and I truly, truly mean this, the fact that they need seriously help because they don't want to do the healing. The healing takes work. And not only does it take work, it takes about being very honest with who you are and what you are and looking at you, period. And when you look at yourself for the things that's on the inside, when that light turns on, you see those ugliness that's been going on for years and some trauma and drama that you've been keeping under the rug, etc., so forth, and putting other traits on top of it to hide it and mask it or go about it, it's not going to be a pretty sight yet. Not saying it isn't pretty, but it's not pretty at that point. It's time to clean it up, and then when you get to the final point, which would be the point of rebirth, you're going to look beautiful. And then now you start to grow from your healing state. You can't grow from your hurt state. Anytime you want to try and grow, it's going to be something you're going to be carrying on that shoulder boulder, carry on some wounds. You can't carry on, and when you got wounds that's still unhealed. A certain phrase, a certain sentence, a certain gesture, a certain sight, something is going to hurt you and it's going to trigger you because that wound is still open. It can't take cold wear, you know what I mean? It can't take a fresh breeze. When the sun hit it, it's going to sting a little. Somebody may touch your wound, verbally speaking, or even physically. It's going to it's going to hurt, and you're going to cause a reaction instead of responding. So go in and do the healing. Once you do the healing, it's nothing but up from there. Skyrocket time, baby. You're good as gold. Space ain't nothing but space. That's it. You want to be in a point where you have space to invite new positive things while also gatekeeping your space so you can be able to understand what's coming in and what is allowed in and what stops at the gate, and you can kind of go about it this way so it can just flow through. That's all you want. You want the things to either flow in, stay, permeate, grow, and leave, get all the nutrients out and then let go of the waste, or you just want it to flow through because it has no business staying. But in order to do that, you have to heal. You cannot move forward if you don't heal. And it's a big part of understanding, you gotta forgive. You may not, and you also gotta understand, you may not get that closure if this is dealing with other people or situations. You may not get that fairy tale ending closure where y'all all sit down and kumbaya. You might not get that. And that's fine. You gotta respect that and understand that. That's just what it is. But as you understanding that, or you're leading into getting that understanding, you gotta flow. You still growing. Time is still going one way. You either gonna be ahead of it, with it, or behind it. And literally, you never want to be behind it. And if you're going with it, that means you're chasing and going after, staying up, trying to stay ahead of time. So you might as well stay ahead of it. In order to stay ahead of it, you have to heal. You know what I mean? Period. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You gotta just respect it. It is what it is. Period. And then when you are healing, you're gonna see people like, oh, that's not you. Oh, he's acting this way. Oh, this is not really him. This, that, or third, because they don't know you. And they're projecting their own insecurities onto you. They don't know the new you, and they don't wanna know the new you. They don't wanna know it. They don't wanna accept the fact that, this guy healed and he's moving forward. Despite it, he's going closer to God. They don't want it because it's in certain points, they can't believe it. And then other points, it's to the fact that, it's really happening in front of them and you're fitting that pedestal that they put you at. You got to realize some people put you on a pedestal and don't like the fact they put you there. They don't like the fact that they expect great things from you, because then when you start doing the greatness they expected, it shines a light on their inner wounds that they haven't healed. Remember, when you're healing and your light starts to emit a different frequency, a different signal, you're going to autonomously turn on their light. And when they turn on their light, their eyes go inward. And when they go inward, they see the things that they haven't healed, they haven't cleaned up. And then now they either take that chance to start cleaning up, or they turn the light back off and point the finger and say, you think you're better than me. It goes outward instead of going inward. And that's just what it is. You got to accept that. You know what I mean? This is why if God gives grace, you give grace likewise, because at the same time, you can't hinder someone's path or take any type of personal offense to them, because you don't know what they're going through and what they're healing and how they're responding and how they're feeling towards it. And it's not your job to. Don't involve yourself on that. Don't take responsibility for other people's obligations. It doesn't make sense. It logically won't be able to behoove you or the other party, because if it's not your business or anything for you to do to carry on, you can't move forward. And if you're taking on their obligations and priorities, you're enabling them, and then they won't be able to carry up and hold themselves accountable to the situation. So how can we grow? I digress. Listen, if they did bullshit on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, why do you think that on Friday official? No, they maybe just be taking a break from their bullshit. It is what it is. That's all. My love is not a right, it's a privilege. And also, before I wrap this up, the problem with people today is that they think relationships is a two-way street. When you'll hear that, they'll be like, "Oh, relationships isn't a one-way street. It's not a one-way, two-way street, etc. and so forth." Well, let's use that analogy, because people talk without actually thinking about the things that they say. A two-way street would mean there's one car going in one direction and another car going in the opposing direction. Now, if we're on the same page with like-mindedness, equally yoked, etc. so forth, we're going the same direction in the same car, the same speed, because we have an agreement and an understanding. If we don't have an understanding, then it's either you'll be on the other side of the road, or you'll be complaining about going on the other side of the road. The fact of the matter is we're not on the same page. I'm going this way, you're looking the other way. But if we're on a one-way street, it's simple as that. We're either in the same car, or you're ahead of me, or you're behind me. But the fact of the matter is, or vice versa, I'm ahead of you, or you're behind me, or I'm behind you. But the beautiful thing about it, we're still going in the same direction. You may be ahead of me, I need to catch up to it, or you may be behind me, I need to catch you up to it, or vice versa. It's gotta make sense, but people don't understand that. And people always want to be in opposing sides. A relationship is about literally releasing that ego and letting the ego take a back seat and addressing and adding in addition. That's why relationships are sacred, it's important, and it's a lot of inner work that needs to be done before people even get in a relationship, let alone marriage. But people don't want to think about that. They just, I digress. I don't know. I digress. I don't know. Hey, yeah, we're gonna end it off like that. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the proficient, efficient, the self-efficient, the one that's always doing it, never losing it, that's growing at all times. Keep it up. And for the, look at me going so fast. And remember, see good, speak good, do good. When it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side, because you know I'm sexy. Can you dig it? Yeah, I think you can. Peace, love, and light. See you guys in the next video.